Hi, myself. I'm Irgam Reddy. I'm from Tirupati. I'm pursuing BTech final year in Chadravada Ramanam Engineering College from Tirupati. These are my internship web development by using MERN Stack. I successfully completed this internship in Web Stack Academy. After completing, I get so much confident to done the some coding and all the what is the MERN Stack and overview. I all are the I take the knowledge about it. I really thank you about that. But today our topic you can clearly explain about web development by using MERN Stack.
Search and you can have a very amazing user experience. There is proper communication channels through the mail, and it's a very good property management. So let's move on. What is the goal of the internship? The goal of the internship to be technically mastered, like what are the technology we are using, that is MongoDB, Express, JS, React, Node. So basically to master over the MERN stack technology, and at the end of the internship you should deliver this project before the deadline or on the deadline. So project delivery. Next you learn problem solving. So during this internship we have faced many problems, and yeah, I was successful to solve all those problems. So yeah, you learn problem solving skill. And then collaboration and communication. So during this internship, I myself has taken help from my co-internship people, and then I have made many friends. I have helped many of them to do the internship and even solve their problems. So next slide. So I'll be talking about my requirements. So we have used majorly three things here, that is not three, four. So that is React.js, MongoDB, HTML, CSS. These are the main things that the project is dependent on. React.js is used for front end as well as back end. MongoDB is used for storing data and even changing data and retrieving data of the properties. HTML is the backbone of the web technology. CSS gives us color and all the style that we require for our particular project. On top of this three, we have also used other third-party softwares, third-party APIs like Mailtrap, Cloudinary, and Stripe. Mailtrap. Mailtrap is used to test for the mail. Like if the user forgets the mail, Mailtrap is used for retrieving the password, retrieving the mail, the password, the mail which contains the recovery password link. And Cloudinary is used to save photos. So we have a feature called avatar photo, profile photo. So a user can put a photo of their own at the profile pic. They can select any photo under 20 KB. So Cloudinary is used to save all those photos. And thirdly, we are using Stripe for the payment testing. So in this Homely Hub, we can book the hotels. So Stripe is used for the authentication of the payment, and then we are using many APIs for this. And all the APIs are been listed in the Postman website. You can go and check it. And then comes the architecture and design. So the side is the front end architecture. I'll be talking about it. So we have used React components engines. We'll be using React component, Redux for state management, and React router for client-side routing. So this is for client-side front-end architecture. Next, server-side back-end architecture. So again, for server-side, we are again using the React, Node.js and Express.js. and we are storing the data in MongoDB database. The database name is MongoDB database software is MongoDB Compass, and we are even using APIs for communication. Mm, yeah, APIs for communication, and then communication between client and the server. So we are using APIs for endpoint communication, and also we are using asynchronous request handling, ASYNC, and this is being used in our program. And we have integrated Redux action with the API calls. So whenever something gets triggered, so the API is called. And then data flow and management. So there is centralized state management with Redux store. So Redux is used in this Redux action triggered API. So whenever some action or some difference happens, that API is triggered. And the middleware for asynchronous action. So this and all things are the architecture and design of our project. So overall we have used React Router, Redux, RESTful APIs, MongoDB, MERN stack, all components, Redux action, Redux store, asynchronous request, etc. Next, so let's see what is full stack development and MERN stack. So what is full stack? Full stack is typically referred to the developer or the engineer who is skilled and knowledgeable person who knows the working of both front end and development. So the person should know about both front end and back end development, and he should be able to integrate both of it to get a powerful software out of it. So let's see what is front end. Front end is the visible part. Whenever a user uses it, the user sees something, that is the front end. It deals with the user interaction and experience. So in front end, HTML is used for structure, CSS for styling, and JavaScript for process handling, for interactivity. Next, the front end should be very user friendly, very nice looking, so that more user can get attracted to it. Or else, if it's very complicated and like nobody likes it, nobody will use it, right? And in front end there is HTML, CSS, Java, and other frameworks. Now let's see what is backend. Backend is the thing that user doesn't say basically. So behind the scene, whatever happens, the calculation, the retrieval of data, the changing, everything that the user can't see, that is backend. It happens in the background. And in this, what all things are there? That is data storage, processing, and server-side logic. Everything is in backend. So there is database management, server configuration, and APIs. Everything comes in backend. It focuses more on the security, functionality, and performance. The backend should be fast enough to get the output. That is also a main thing for the backend. So backend, there is programming language like Java, Python, PHP, and for database there is MySQL, PostgreSQL, MongoDB, and for the server side, Apache, Nginx, Django, and other APIs are also there in the backend. Next, what is MERN stack? MERN stack, as you see, MERN. M stands for MongoDB, E for Express.js, R for React, N for Node.js. So MongoDB serves as a object-oriented database. That is, it's a NoSQL database. It uses JSON format. Like the key has some value, key, attribute, and value. Express is the web application framework that provides set of features to streamline the WebAssembly application. And then React is the front-end JavaScript library which offers huge toolkit. React, we have used many Redux, and then other delivery, other I think many tools we have used in React, and those are predefined tools. They are already made, so we are just importing and using it. And then Node.js. Node.js is a runtime environment which executes Java codes. Let's move ahead. So let's see what is the benefit of using MERN stack. MERN stack is a comprehensive database, JS environment. So it is scalable, consistent, and open source. It is open source, so it allows developers to contribute in it. And then it allows developers to use a common language for both front end and back end. That is MERN, like common software. So the consistent toolset to construct both front end and back end can be used when you are using MERN stack. It is a good choice for constructing application that has good traffic and can even accommodate rapid growth. You can do rapid growth in MERN stack, and it will be very easy for you if you use it. Next, implementation, like how we implemented our ideas into our project and made our project. So let's focus on front end now. So while doing front end, we have developed modular React components for UI. So you have used React components for user interface elements. And then we have configured React store, Redux store for state management. So we have imported many things from Redux store. So those stores are they are pre-made. Like we can just import and use it. So those are used for state management. And we have set up Redux router for client side navigation. So on click what happens, next where it goes. So that is done by React Redux for the client, for the front end part. And now the backend part, how we have done it. So for the backend part, we have created Express.js. So we have created Express.js server for handling HTTP request. So as we are handling the request, so the request is handled by the Express.js server. So here in backend we have used a database, that is MongoDB. MongoDB is a NoSQL database that is done by using Mongoose. So this backend part, it is already given to us. The programs are pre-made. We have been given the API keys. We just have to integrate the API keys to the front end and we get the output. So we have done the majorly we have done the front end part. Backend is already made. They have given it to us. So next, how the communication happens between front end and back end. Like as I told, we just have to take the back end key, put it into front end key, extract the data, and then use the data, and vice versa for registering the data. So we are using APIs for the endpoint, as I told, the API. We are even using Axios library for HTTP request. We have used Axios library. We have imported it, and we have used Axios library for HTTP, for sending HTTP requests to that API. Sorry. We have implemented Redux action and trunks for asynchronous actions. So we have used Redux action for asynchronous action. For now, we have deployed a local server, right? Like we are using on computer, the server is on the same side, client is on the same side, so we are doing it. But now we have the ability to even put that thing as a production, like we can host it in AWS or Oracle. Now we can do it, and then we can even test it, test on different grounds, on different conditions. Like if the user gives wrong input, the server should work good, or it should throw an error, but it shouldn't entirely stop working. So testing should be done. We have done many testing on it, and then in conclusion, we'll say that what we have done comprehensive approach. So we have implemented front end and back end to make our homely hub. We have done testing and documentation, and we have learned many technology stack in this, many technical details we have done, and then we have focused more on the front end, which is the user experience thing, Node.js, React, everything. And then we now have a point of improving, like we can add more features into this, we can improve the UI UX, make it more user friendly, make it easy to navigate. We can even point some buttons, some more features to give more information about that particular property. And then uh, this is a real-time, real-world application which works on the real-time thing. So whenever a user clicks it, it happens all in real time. And if we implement on the cloud, it will be anywhere, like it can be used anywhere in the world. And one more idea is to implement user feedback integration, so that user, after booking it, after using that particular property, they can give user feedback, so that the other users who might be interested in using that particular property, it will be helpful for them. So user feedback integration is a suggested idea by me. Okay, that's all for now. Thank you. I have ended this PPT. Let's move on for the project demonstration that will be done now. Thank you.
Okay, let's start the video now, video demonstration. Okay, so this is the Homely Hub home page, as you can see. So here I have started backend and front end. So because of that, my website is working nicely. So this is the main home page. So for a user, let's go to the user. There is new user. For the new user, if you press register, you can after filling the form, you can register it. But for me, I have the password done, like all things I have registered. So here I have registered, and as you can see, let's go to my account. You can see the profile photo I have uploaded there. It has been changed to something else that I have given it. My full name, email address and phone number is given here. I can see my profile details. I can even see my booking details, and I can even see my accommodation, like the home that I have given for booking for other people to book. That also I can see. So here in my profile, I can edit my booking. Here if I choose photos, I can choose photo and update. This will give me update option. Then I can even change the password, and then here I can see my bookings. Cost is 300 with all the photos. And then the accommodation, I can just see what all accommodation I have given out for rent. So this is for the user side. Now let's go to home page. Now let's see, there's one page, and whenever I put cursor, it is showing the name and the per house, per day cost, per night cost. See, and there are currently some 16 to 20 photos in this, so that's why second page is also used. When you click on any of the photo, it goes to the profile details. Profile details, it shows the main photo with all the other supporting photos. You can even see more photos by clicking on this icon. Then you can see the description. After description, we can see what all features, what all amenities it is been given. We can even see what all things, what all description, extra information it has, and we can see the position of that hotel. It's here. You can see in the map. Next we can, if you press this, it goes to the home page. And then let's talk about the filter. Filter, you can search any place here. Let's say Goa, and if I press on the search button, it shows 2 houses from Goa. I can even search start and end date, so that it will change the data if there is any other occupant in that particular place at this date. So let's search it. Goa. Same thing, because it is already empty. Let's refresh it. You can even add guest. If you put 5, and these 2 options won't come because the capacity is 4. So you can also segregate like this. And second filter is this. You can choose your price range here. You can even choose property type, room, and let's say I want Wi-Fi. Let's apply the filter. It is showing me 3 homes. What is apartment, this thing and this thing. So likewise, we can see our past filters also in this, and then you can even put other things like free parking in this, apply filter, and then you can see all these things. So let's say we want to book one hotel in this. So we'll go on this booking page. We will have to give the starting and ending date. So my starting date is 7th April to 18th April. Next, I should give number as less than the number they have given. Like if I say 5, it is accepting. Let's say I give 3 and I put my name. Then I give one phone number. Now it's saying 35 is not valid because it can only occupy 4. So you can either give 4 or less than that. Let's give 3 and let's go for the booking. Here for testing we put photo, and then random card number is been given. So here what happens, it goes to the Stripe and it checks the number, the card number. This is testing card number been given to Stripe for checking, and some random card expiry date and says CVV is being given here. So when I press pay, it goes there, it checks and it confirms my booking. My booking from 7th April to 18th April, and I have paid 55,000 for this. If I click on this, I can see my booking details with all the photos. So this is for the booking part. Now let's say you want to give one property for the others to book. So let's go on the my account and add new place. Here you fill out your title, address, pin code, and you have to add 5 photos for this. So when you choose photo, you have to compulsorily add 5 photos or more than that. You have to put the description, room type. See, this many options are coming. You have to choose what all amenities are there, what all are not there. you have to put extra info about that. You have to put check-in, check-out date, time, and then what is the price per night and what is the maximum guest that can be occupied there. And if you press save, and then it will show added successfully. And then when you go to my accommodation, you can see my house, your house that you have given for rent. So you can see like this. And when you go on the home page, and then you can see it at the last. This allows you to rent out your own property so that others can come and book. So this was all about our project, and thank you for listening to my video. Thank you.